All right, testing, testing. All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join me today, this morning, and every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on our YouTube channel. Bottom right-hand corner, if you're interested in subscribing to our channel, click on that. Subscribe to our channel, like our videos. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you like these. And, of course, turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. My apologies if my voice sounds a little shitty this morning. I don't know why. I've been a little bit of irritation in my throat. More than likely, it's just, allergies or something. Who knows? Maybe someone had a dog around me or someone had dog dander. I'm really allergic to dogs, so that could be it, or cats. Who knows? Let's go and talk about it. Dow Jones futures down 216. NASDAQ down 222, down 1.5%. S&P futures down 0.87. Russell down 0.70 this morning. Let's take a look at crude oil. It's up 1% at 103. We were testing that 99 handle yesterday before close. 318 for gasoline futures. Gold futures are up slightly, 19.29 an ounce. Silver futures 24.40, down 0.55%. Euro dollar is up 31 pips, 109.36. 123.80 for the dollar yen, up 18 pips. Bitcoin is down 44,890 on the futures side. 33.14 for Ethereum futures, down 4.5% this morning. Yields are the one that's really showing a big spike this morning. TNX, which is the 10-year yield, bonds are still selling off. So you're starting to get to the point where you're starting looking at multi-year breakouts, right, on 10-year yields or bond yields. So I have to go ahead and go to the max weekly chart, and really your next target is right around 3038, which is about 3.03. So that's really your ceiling for now on yields. Let's go and see if we get there. But yeah, I mean, just bond sell-off across the board. So again, the inversion of the yield curve is still there. Does that mean a recession? Again, down the line, possibly. But we have a recession every 8 years or so, so it's kind of the same thing. You're going to have a recession tomorrow? No, you're not. Dollar index down 0.12%, so the dollar's taking back a little bit. But again, that 102 level is your high based on the weekly and its Fibonacci retracement. Let's go and take a look here at the VIX. VIX is now above 23. So you can see now we're above that 200-day. Your next level of resistance on the, at least in the hourly, it's 24.14. If we go to the daily, you can start seeing that we're getting close to that 100-day moving average on the daily. If it does reject there, we should bounce. We're getting close to another big support on S&P futures, 44.54. I do have SPY calls, the 460s for this week. So again, if we get a little bounce and possibly get above 450 to start, and then 453, maybe we have a chance. But really the main issue here is that you're getting a lot of risk off, kind of some profit taking from the market, just because of the fact that yields are up. Brainard's, this is a Fed voter from the FOMC, was saying she's really usually a dove, very, very dovish. But now she was saying that, hey, we got to be aggressive on inflation, rate hikes, what have you, run off the balance sheet. So again, kind of spooked markets that the Fed's biggest dove was being extra hawkish. So again, you got some overnight action. Obviously, 200 points in the Dow, 38 handles on S&P. I did catch the futures already. That was done. We closed that I think it was yesterday. We took futures, or that was Monday. Yesterday, we only took Facebook calls. So I do have some SPY calls open. They're going to be down this morning. I want to see the action here because you're starting to see a downward channel this way. The question is, do we rebound maybe about to 450? Does 445 hold that support? Again, if 445 does break up support, then you have to start shorting. Now you start going back to puts. And that's okay. You can go puts all the way down to 4,400, which is a huge level. Remember, the real breakout where we got started was really a retest right here on, I think it was March 21st or so. And then we got that nice bounce over the week. We went from 44.55 to 46.31, almost 200 handles. Looks like we're going to possibly retrace that. 44.54 could be a nice level. More than likely, I'll probably buy some more stocks there. Again, I want to see what's out there, what's worth buying, and seeing what's cheap. So again, maybe this gives an opportunity to start buying up a little bit here. Dips here, I think dips are to be bought. Just depends on what dip we're getting, what the levels are. 44.54, big support level. My major support level is 4,400. If that does break, then again, now you're talking about 42.52 or so. And I don't think we'll get down to 41.01 on S&P futures, but 44.54 is definitely a focus of mine. We're about 30 handles away. I'm going to start looking and see what stocks I want to buy and add from there, but we're not there just yet. I'll do some research as I go along. I would love to short Citibank. Thoughts looking at expiration of April 22nd. Let's take a look at Citi again. Yields are up today. So again, you would think the banks should be higher, but they're not. So again, a lot of risk off, and Citibank is definitely going down. You could see here if we go to the weekly. I mean, basically on all major levels or all major time frames, we're in a downside. So there is a gap to fill right at 49. So again, if you're looking to short, take a look at the 49s if there's volume. So just keep an eye on that. 49s to 50s. I don't know if I would do it today. If anything, maybe you want to swing that. But let's take a look at the volume first before we do anything, any decision. I have an IWM call. I thought IWM was soaring yesterday morning. Brainard spoke. Basically, the floor went from under us. So again, IWM is going to be a tough one. Let's see. Maybe we can get some kind of pop in the morning, and we could sell into that and just salvage some premium. Microsoft, same thing as Qs. They're down. Gap down, which sucks, but that's just the name of the game, and we're just have to get back to it, dust ourselves off, and handle it. Symmetrical triangle on crude. Let's take a look at crude. I don't know if you're talking about an hourly or daily, but yeah, you can see that you're seeing the exact triangle that you're going. So once you get that symmetrical triangle, now you're talking about it could go either way. It's not just one way or the other. All you're doing is getting a compression of price action where it's going to spring out and either a breakout or a breakdown. So again, that's a tough one. I wouldn't want to trade oil here as of yet. We want to see exactly what the market does moving forward. But yeah, there is a symmetrical triangle. Hi, Carlos. Can you have a look at AMD and NVIDIA? Yeah, let's take a look at it. AMD, big support, 101.28, as we know. 101.28, I'll be adding more shares of AMD. I do love that company. I want to own it long term. NVIDIA, 239.19 is your major support. You can possibly even go to 244. Again, we know that NVIDIA and AMD are the largest semiconductors, big part of the QQQ 100, NASDAQ 100, and a part of the S&P. Not as large of a part AMD is as NVIDIA, but at the end of the day, Qs are going to move, NASDAQ are going to move NVIDIA and AMD unless they have their own news or something like that or some kind of upgrade. That's pretty much the only way they would kind of move on their own. In terms of news today, ARKK, Cathie Woods is the worst performing U.S. equity fund in 2022 in Q1. Trying to see what else we got. U.S. buybacks are record highs ahead of earnings. SEC rules against Amazon in dispute with investors over tax transparency. So other than that, not tons of news that I see. Again, just seeing a lot of just de-risking here, especially with Brainard speaking. Again, we've had a big boost the last couple of days. If you want to take some profits here, go for it. That's really up to you. Again, everyone is different. Remember, I still have TQQQ. I was up 30% at one point. Right now, I'm up about 16. I'm willing to hold that. I'm not really worried about that for the short term, at least not for tomorrow or anything. I'm still going to hold that. A couple of stocks I'm still holding, doing well. And again, you just have to stay patient. Look for the price action. I know it looks kind of ugly now, but we're trying to come into support here at 44.54. On the daily, I thought we would hold that 100-day, but we did not. Now we're at the 200-day. Let's see if that holds. And then we have the 20-day at the purple line. So it's always ebb and flow on every day is a new day. I hate to say it. Carlos, can we take a look at Palantir levels to add? Let's take a look at it. Palantir has been a big mover from around 10.27 to around 14.86 for 48% gain, came back down. I do own shares, but again, $11 to $10 is where I'm buying some more. And I want to buy a good amount of Palantir. I love the company. I want to own it for a very long time. So again, here to buy, not worth it to me. I don't think it's anything really something to look at right now. Maybe for puts, you can start taking a look at 1305. If that breaks down, that's your support too. 1305 to around 1280. But again, we're kind of in a limbo effect, right? We're not even past the 50% retracement on S&P. We're still above the right side of where we want to be. I mean, we're closer to all-time highs. We're closer to highs. And then you start seeing, break 4,400. Now it starts getting interesting. Now it could be that right shoulder. Then it could be that. But I don't think we get that right shoulder because 4,600 broke, which more likely invalidated that triple top and invalidated that right shoulder. So again, it really is day to day, the market movement. It can be very stressful, of course, but you start getting used to it over time. And sometimes, some trades don't work out for you, whether you're bullish bias or bearish bias. You just got to go ahead and see what the next opportunity is and move on. Did the Fed minutes come out early? Morning, Carlos. No, the Fed minutes come out at 2. That I believe at 2 p.m. I have not seen anything that says the the minutes are out. That's usually at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. There is no Fed meeting this week or this month, but the meeting minutes are just the transcript or kind of the talking of what they had for last meeting. So nothing that we don't really know. I mean, we know they're going to raise rates. We know they want to reduce the balance sheet. These are good things. I mean, at the end of the day. I mean, obviously inflation is high, but they're doing their mandate. They're doing their job. You can't get mad at the Fed for raising rates when that's what we need to do. So, kind of a eat your vegetables sort of thing. All right, guys, we're going to leave it there. Have a great rest of your morning. I'll catch you guys for the aftermarket recap, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll catch you the guys there. Let's have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.